Hello, goddess. Welcome to Lifestyle Calling YouTube channel, and I am back in your algorithm with another video. Today's video is my very first upload of Blunt Smoke podcast. I'm so excited to announce it. Please stay tuned. We about to talk about some stuff, okay? Blunt Smoke podcast is my new podcast where I basically talk about what I want to talk about, period. And so that's what's going to be going down on Blunt Smoke podcast. If you are as excited as I am, please keep watching. And you know, before we get started, how it's going down, just so you know, I'm grown, I'm legal, I'm over 21, I do smoke, and it's legal where I live, okay? So please follow the rules in your area, in your jurisdiction, okay? The first order of business is congratulations, Miss Robin Rihanna Fenty. Yeah, she is pregnant. She is expecting. The pictures came out yesterday, and I'm so excited for her. I really cannot wait to see her whole pregnancy journey. The only thing I have to say to Miss Rihanna is, please, I saw snow on the ground yesterday, and your stomach was out. I know you wanted to do your pictures, but can we cover the belly up? Go get on the couch, fluff your pillows up, sit down, put your feet up, and be on bed rest, please, so we can have a beautiful, healthy baby. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And the only other thing that I want to say besides congratulations is hopefully, that this is the inspiration that we need to get that next album, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say nothing else, but I feel like we have some inspiration now, guys, so we may get some new music soon. So please, just help her relax, stay out her business, let her have a beautiful baby, and pray for her. And we are all praying for you, Rihanna, and we cannot wait to see what is going to happen next. Yay! Congratulations, Rihanna. Next on my topics for today is Miss Ariana Fletcher. Okay, so Miss Ari the Don, the Real Cow sister, she's on my list because a couple of weeks ago she was on a blog, or she was on a podcast, and she had mentioned some things that it was a hot topic, and everything that she said, not everything that she said, but what she said went viral. She said that she wanted her man to pull out on her and threaten, she wanted that from her man, and she said that she wanted, and then she went back after people started talking about that one thing that she wanted her man to do to her. Then she said she didn't care about women and DV. So that really rubbed people the wrong way. I know Rihanna with Savage Fenty, I know they deleted her pictures off. She's no longer on their website, on Rihanna's Savage Fenty website. And I just want to say that Ariana, I love Ariana. I will watch me some Ariana and what she got going on. I don't keep up, but I'm very picky about what I allow into my space, and I do consume Ariana. I have been watching her since she was one of the first models that I reached out to model my first eyelash brand, the eyelash store. I reached out to her when she was charging $200 for a video, or for a post on Instagram. It wasn't videos yet, it was just pictures. But I've been watching her for so long, and I watched her grow. She's so pretty. I love her face, I love her body, and as far as her attitude, like, you can pull up Ariana's DV situation with G Herbo on the internet. You can find what went down with her and watch it literally on the internet. So we've seen her in that situation, and when we saw her in that situation, it was what it was. And with her situation, she did not, start a whole campaign. She did not look for, people to feel sorry for her. She didn't. She went on about her business, and we moved on. So we've seen her in that situation, and what I can say is she did not start a whole DV campaign. She didn't. You know, I won't say she didn't care, but she just took it in stride and kept going. Like, she didn't try to profit off of it. She just, that's not her bag. That's not her bag, obviously. That's not her bag, and I don't expect it to be her bag, because I've also seen videos of her whooping up on G Herbo too. So that's not her. She is not the DV person, which the DV spokesperson at all. I don't expect that from her, and I don't know, maybe other people don't know her well enough to know that's not what she do. She gonna say what she gotta say, and you either gonna like it or you not when it comes to her. Now for Rihanna had to do that. Rihanna had to remove her from her brand, because Rihanna is one of the main poster childs for that, with being, I don't remember what year it was, but Chris Brown, he whooped. He put the smack down on Miss Rihanna Fenty. It was very bad. And so she's been through that situation, and she has had to, and because of her status, you know, she's a global icon. She had to kind of step in and assume that role because of what had happened to her. So she cannot have that. You know, it's known worldwide what happened to her, and her, you know, she cannot have that associated with her brand. So as a businesswoman, Rihanna had to remove Ariana, you know, for the statements that she made, you know. And I don't expect Ari to apologize either, because it's not her brand. That's her. She is not the DV spokesperson, and I don't expect her to be. But, you know, I know her personality and what, you know, she's been through, and I've watched her. I don't expect nothing. You know, she may do a fundraiser for them and make them a whole bunch of money, but she is not finna be no poster child for DV. Please don't expect that from her at all. It's as simple as that. Miss Khloe Kardashian. This is hard. Like, what Khloe Kardashian is going through with Tristan Thompson is hard. Like, I feel for her. And I don't believe in karma per se. I don't believe in karma. But you just have to look at, because it's such a publicized situation, you have to look at how this came about. So Tristan Thompson was with another young lady who was actually pregnant when Tristan Thompson left her and got with Khloe Kardashian while his baby mama was still pregnant and had not had their first child yet. So that's one. Two, even before this whole situation with Tristan Thompson, I can think of one time I know of where Trina was dating or seeing French Montana. And then it was assumed on the tabloids, like, it's not, you know, you don't know what happens in the specifics of all the details, but on the tabloids, it looks like, on the blogs, it looked like Khloe Kardashian stole Trina's man. So that's two. Then what else happened? I don't know. It's somebody else. It was somebody else, man, got stolen too. I think that had to do with Khloe Kardashian. And I remember French Montana for sure. So then, okay, we get into Tristan Thompson. He was with somebody, then got with her. Then you had the whole Jordan Woods situation and Kylie Jenner. You know, that situation was messy, where they kissed each other, or kisses were exchanged. Laps were sat in at a party. I don't know, but Jordan Woods was basically, they tried to blacklist her. Okay, so then you got Jordan Woods, and then they, you know, I don't even know if they've let her back in the family or a friend. I don't know, but it ended a relationship, you know, with Jordan Woods, and that was messy. And okay, then it was a Texas baby mama. Now, you know, if she from Texas, that's all that needs to be said. She finna get her money for her baby, period. You don't have to ask her nothing else. If there's one thing I know she gonna do, if Tristan Thompson got her pregnant, and she is from Texas, she finna get her money for her baby. So that's exactly what she did. I think they're gonna give her like $40,000 a month. I want to say, I saw somewhere, I don't know, but she finna get paid. But that's, you know, Tristan Thompson is a public figure. So how embarrassing, your man that you've forgiven multiple times over and have a baby for, and then you're trying to have a second baby to match, so your babies match with your baby daddy, but he has gotten somebody else pregnant. That's hard. That is really, really hard. And like, Oh, and on top of that, on top of having the new baby mama in Texas, he had like hoes in between. Like we would see him on the tabloids, 2 and 3 hoes in a room. Like Tristan Thompson be getting it. And honestly, I don't expect anything different from Tristan Thompson. Like that's what he has always shown and proven that he does ever since he's been on a large scale of publicity. I don't know him to do anything else but fuck these hoes. Like I don't know what Khloe Kardashian expects from him. Like she wants him to change and be like a one-woman man for her. But I mean, he has not shown that he's interested in doing that for her. So I don't know. It's really hard. But is she gonna take him back again? I mean, if she wants to, she can, because I don't mean to be rude or mean or anything, but she's already stupid for him anyway, multiple times, over and over. So I mean, if she goes and gets with him again to be with him, I wouldn't. That's what she want to do, and I'm not gonna judge her, or that's what she want to do. And she's a grown woman, she could do that. Like if she want to be with him, if she still want to be with him, and he wants to be with her, they can play whatever, however they want. I mean, whatever. I mean, as long as Khloe's happy. But I think honestly, for Khloe to be happy, I think she needs to just take a break and pull back completely. Like she has her baby, you know, she has True, and I think she should pull back. I saw also on the blogs that Lamar Odom was trying to, you know, get back in with her. I don't know. Khloe can do whatever she want to do. I really, you know, I wish the best for her. To me, that's a very painful situation. If you ask me, Colin, if I would get back with a guy who I had a baby with, and then we're trying to be together and be a family, and then he goes and gets somebody else pregnant on a holiday, on his own birthday, like that's my day. Your birthday is my birthday, okay? And you with somebody else, like what? Like if you were to ask me if I would get back with him, the answer would be a resounding hell no. Hell no. It would be hell no, all caps. But I'm not Khloe Kardashian. But I wish her the best, and I hope her situation works out for her and her daughter. And Khloe Kardashian is Hollywood. Hollywood, all caps. That's all you gonna get from over there is a storyline, period. So if she gets back with Tristan Thompson, I'm here for the show. You know, like that's to be expected. I wouldn't expect anything else. CardiB and TashaK. $4 million. TashaK, like $4 million. That's a lot of money. Like that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. That I'm just gonna keep it real with you. $4 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And you best believe CardiB wants her. She she don't need that shit. CardiB want her money. So out of this situation, it's two things that I think I want to say about this is, as somebody coming in wanting to do commentary on current events and on hot topics and things like that, that is the biggest lesson anybody knew, especially somebody like me coming in who might say something. That's a big lesson. You cannot just be saying anything in a microphone with a camera turned on. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. So that's the first lesson. The second thing is, I want to see how TashaK is finna pay CardiB back. I got a front row seat with my popcorn. I want to see, because you know Cardi is going to get her money. And if you don't know anything else about CardiB, you need to know she's going to get her money. So I want to see how TashaK is going to go about getting her money. I had a couple of ideas of what I would do. I would never be in that situation. So I'm not saying if I was in that situation, but if I were to suggest something to TashaK to do, to start getting the income coming in to pay CardiB back. But I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do. But I would definitely be front row and center to watch. And you also need to know, TashaK's husband is from Africa. I don't know what part of Africa her husband is from, but I know his last name is Kibi. Tasha Kibi. Her husband is from Africa, and you know them Africans gonna get their money too. So I just want to see what that family is gonna come up with to get themselves out of this situation. Miss Portia Williams. Now, Miss Portia Williams, I like Portia. She's very entertaining. I like watching her. I like looking at her too. She's cute. I love her little Atlanta booty. You already know I love me some Miss Portia. But The only thing I wish about Porsha and Simon Gabodia's situation is I wish she would have waited until he was fully divorced from Fallon, because it's just messy. That's the only thing that I wish would have happened about this whole situation. It would just turn out really, really messy. I used to follow Fallon Gabodia when she was Fallon Gabodia on Instagram, and I really enjoyed watching her and Simon. I thought they were a really, really cute couple. So then I followed her for a couple of months. They were cute. I was entertained or whatever. And I stopped following. And then I stopped following. And then all of a sudden, the Porsha and Simon and Fallon, that whole thing was in a tabloid. I had heard about her with the baby daddy. And I actually liked them together better. But he was a cheater. Like, you can't. Cheating is real hard, because you have to decide, okay, am I going to still try to be with this man? Or, you know, and risk him continuously cheating, or am I gonna cut it off? And she cut it off, and then she got with somebody else's husband. You know, that's the only thing that's messy to me. But they look really, really happy together. And you know, you don't get in other people's business, especially when it comes to, well, why you don't ever see him with his kids, or, you know, that's none of my business. But they look really happy together, and they look, you know, he looks like he enjoys spending time with her and buying her things and making sure she's happy. So I wish them the absolute best. Like I said, Simon, just like I said about TashaK's husband, he African. So you know they finna come, you know that he got racks, you know he got money, you know he got bread. That's not even a question. How much is a question, but you know he ain't broke. He African. Like, there's just some things that you have to know. Like, you know, TashaK husband and Simon Gabodia about to figure out their situations when it comes to some money. Yeah, but I just wish that Porsha would have waited to go public with Simon after he was already divorced, you know, and they had taken some time to, like, I would have liked to see them date. You know, I would have liked to see him, you know, take her on some trips. You know, they were single because they're still not married, but I would have liked to see him be divorced. I would have liked to see him court her, and then he proposed to her. I feel like we would have more content and more room for a show if they were waited, divorced, you know, him to allow him to, you know, take her on shopping sprees, take her on trips, like buy her nice things, like let us see the courtship process, and then how the kids came together, and then an engagement, like with all the family, and then a marriage, and keep going on down the line. But like the way it was so rushed, like she was standing in the picture between her baby daddy and her new fiance who was still married. It was just way too messy, way too messy, way too messy, way too messy. And it didn't have to be. Like, they look like they want to be together, and they look good together. You know, Dennis, the baby daddy, I like them better together, but he looked like he still want to do what he want to do. And he does not look like he is as ready as Simon is. Like, Simon is a groomed husband. He is well groomed. He know what to do in the husband role. Dennis does not. And Porsha did not want to. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to train no man who still wants to be in the streets to be a husband for somebody else either. I wouldn't want to do that either. So Porsha let Dennis go. I mean, it's sad. I like them together better, but it has to be done. And now she's with Simon Gabodia, and I wish them the best too. I hope it works out for them, because I mean, they're a good couple. I like looking at their pictures. It reminds me a lot of Fallon. I'm gonna keep it 100, but Fallon has moved on and she's happy. So we'll just keep an eye out on Porsha and Simon. Now, I did watch her show. I was entertained enough to watch it. The show, the Porsha's Family Matters. I was entertained enough to watch it, and that's all I'm gonna really say. Like, I didn't understand the big fight. I didn't understand why that had to happen. I mean, I don't know. I just wish them the best. My last story of my first episode of Blunt Smoke Podcast 2222 is Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson has dropped her new documentary, and we are all so excited and so proud of her, and we love her so much. Me included. I love me some Janet Jackson. She was the first concert that I ever went to in middle school. And I have a special story, so I'm gonna tell my special story. Like, you know, y'all know I be having my special story. So Janet Jackson came and she was supposed to do her concert with Usher. I believe it was the Velvet Rope tour, and I want to say Usher was supposed to open up for her. Well, Usher ended up not coming, and I was so sad because if you know me, when I was back in middle school, I was an Usher fanatic, okay? So I was kind of upset that Usher didn't come to that show in Houston, but Janet Jackson, I mean, that night was such a moment for me. My friend Catherine, I was in school. I went to for middle school. I went to St. Francis Episcopal in Houston, and my friend Catherine and my computer teacher, they invited me. We all went to the Janet Jackson concert, and we had a ball. And we were leaving the concert was over, we were walking back to the parking lot, and everybody was walking towards the parking lot, and I had turned around and I was walking backwards. So I was facing the venue that we had just left, walking backwards toward the parking lot, you know, with the crowd. And I see Janet Jackson's motorcade turn the corner, come out of the venue, turn the corner to the main street where we all walking. Her limos, her cars, everything. So I'm like, oh, there's Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson opens the sunroof, right? And pops her head out. It's like, and because I had turned around, I saw it. I was screaming, oh my God, Janet Jackson. She jumps back in the car, turned and hit that left and was gone. You couldn't tell me Janet Jackson wasn't my best friend after that. Like, we had made eye contact. She waved at me, blew me a kiss. You know, she smiled at, like, Janet Jackson, like, we was here. That one moment where I was walking backwards and she turned her motorcade, everybody was walking this, so nobody saw it but me. And me and Janet Jackson became best friends after that day, okay? So you couldn't tell me nothing else. Like, I have told everybody that story about Janet Jackson. I love her. She popped out, and because I was so like, nobody else saw her. It was just me because I was walking backwards in her, and she pops her head out, you know, for a quick split second, and I was like, you know, and she kind of waved, and then they hit that left and was gone, and I was from that moment, me and Janet Jackson was best friends after that day. We made a connection, okay? And that's just that. So I hope you enjoyed my first episode of Blood Smoke Podcast, and I will see you next time.